So I need to drain out this water because the rice is ready. I didn't want to bore you with the rice cooking. It takes forever. So kind of skip that part for you guys. We're going to swap out the fuel burner as well. Please go away, Mr. B. I have nothing for you. You're just having a little rest, are you? A little rest and then you're going to bugger off. Right, cool. Let's chuck that on there. Put that fire out. And then I'm going to swap this out as well for the other one, because that one is extremely hot. And now pretty much empty. So we're going to be putting the fresh one in, adding a bit more fuel. Because you don't want to put your fuel in to one that's hot. It could actually combust. I have done it in the past and not had any issues, but it's just not recommended to even risk it. Really. Not recommended at all. So I need my fire stick to strike. Let's just take this bit off. That'll make it so much easier. Well, at least you'd think it would anyway. There we go. I think it caught it. Yeah, that's on fire now. Bloody hell. Took a bit more effort than expected there. Back on with the windshield. The rice is ready. I just need to drain the rice off. Hopefully without burning myself. Oh shit, I nearly fell off then. Let's do it down here. Drain the rice. And we'll leave the lid on that as well, which will keep it a little bit warm. How's everyone doing? Thank you for your subscription, Tom. Much appreciated. I hope you're all doing well. I am cooking a red lentil curry in the woods. Why, you may ask? Simply because I can. That is literally the only reason why. Every weekend, when I can, I'll come out to the woods or just anywhere that's outdoors and cook some food. It's as simple as that. There's no magic to it, no trickery or anything like that. It's literally as simple as that. I can smell singe or something. I think I've like singed my arm hairs or something. Right, so I've got some ghee. If you don't know what ghee is the best thing to make curry with in the world. Now, I made this ghee myself. It's really, really easy. I'm not a chef, by the way. I'm just a dude who likes to cook in the woods. Ghee. So back to the ghee. It's quite important when making curries. You can do it with normal oil. There's nothing to say that you can't. But ghee just makes it better. And you can even add a bit of ghee at the end as well to amplify the flavours of it. Sorry, I think I might have missed some comments. What's up, Doug you in? How you doing? Hope you're good. Yeah, so once the ghee's heated up, we're going to fry off some onions. I have got some garlic and ginger that's been It's not ground, it's shredded, kind of with like a grater. We're going to get that in there. We've got loads of herbs and spices. We've got red lentils, we've got coconut milk, and we've also got some chopped tomatoes, stock, and coriander. I did the rice before I started the live because rice takes forever. I eat brown rice, I just like it, and it just takes forever to cook, man. It really, really does. Oh, this ghee smells lovely. So to make ghee, literally get yourself a stick of butter, heat it up in a pan, and eventually the milk part of the butter will separate. Then you put it through a sieve, and then whatever you get, a really, really fine sieve. So, you know, and whatever you get that drips out is ghee. And it's this substance here. And it is amazing for cooking with. The flavour it gives is just absolutely phenomenal. Right, so in with some chopped onions. There's bits of dirt in here as well from where I've been stepping over the pan, but I don't give a crap. You know, bit of dirt never hurt anyone. If anything, it will make me a little bit stronger. We'll bash all them down so they can all cook evenly. To be honest, that ghee wasn't actually hot enough. But it'll be alright. They'll cook eventually. One way or another, won't they? And that just means I get to talk to you wonderful people. What's your favourite thing to do outdoors? Whether it be play football, walk your dog, or anything like that. What is your favourite thing to do? Is that wasp again, or is it a bee? Can't tell. It's that bloody bee again. Better not go in my bag, dude. I accidentally sprayed him a minute ago thinking it was a bloody wasp. What's up, Lottie Jones? How you doing? Skål. Which is the Norwegian word for cheers. I'm not even sure it's bloomed properly yet. No, it's because it's not kicking out the full amount of heat yet. I'm just a bit eager because I'm hungry. It will eventually kick out a bigger flame than that. But it's just taking its sweet time. Just break it all up so that they can cook evenly. They kind of all stick together, don't they, in the layers. There for now. And I'm going to pour a little bit more beer into here. Just like that. And what I will do as well is I'll top up the other burner once it's finished cooling down. Yeah, it's cooled now. Just in case I have to swap it out again. I might not have to, but just in case. It's always good to be prepared. Preparation is key. We'll cook them off in the ghee, and then we'll start adding the spices. We'll let the spices cook for a short while, literally like less than a minute or maybe a minute, until they like slightly roast a little bit. You have to cook your spices to release the flavors. If you just put them in towards the end, it's not going to have as much flavour as it should have. And you'll end up with a chalky taste, or like a gritty bit. Like if you're using garlic granules instead of like fresh garlic, the chances are if you throw it in without giving it time to all cook through, it's going to end up just tasting a bit gritty because it won't be cooked. Right, they're doing all right now. The heat's increased nicely, as you can see. It's got a little bit more of a bloom on it. This bee is very interested in what I'm doing over here. I'm not sure what type of bee it is. It's not a honeybee. It's not a bumblebee. It might be a ground bee. Is it ground bee? You know, the ones that live in burrows and stuff instead of like a proper hive. Oh, no. Right, that's going well now. So let's start adding some spices. We've got a measuring device. Normally I don't even bother measuring the thing, but today I'm going to. So 1 teaspoon of cumin. Get it in there. Now I want to see how many teaspoons this is. Yeah, that's going to be 2 teaspoons of chili flakes. The recipe from Hilltop Recipes, he only used 1. I'm a bit more adventurous. Now he put the garam masala in at the end as well, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be putting it in with the cook so that it can all release its flavour. Because again, if you don't cook your spices and stuff, you have a bit of a problem. We've done the cumin. We need some turmeric, which has just gone all over my leg. I'm going to be orange like Donald Trump. Whoops. Got it all over the bloody place. Some curry powder. 1 teaspoon of. Get it all in there. We've done the garam masala. We need some coriander, ground coriander. Can we get a teaspoon's worth out? There we are. A bit more than a teaspoon, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as there's some in there. Now, he put the pepper in last as well. I'm going in with the pepper now, just because I can. And I might even put some more in later. That's just how I roll sometimes. It's good to make it your own as well, you know? Add your own little flair to it. So just get all that mixed in, although that did look like it burnt a little bit, didn't it? Whoops. That'll be all right. The burn will give that outdoor flavour. Okay, so now we've got a bit of stock, which I made earlier on. This is going to go in there. We'll let that just come up to like a rolling boil or a simmer. So while that does that, I can talk to you guys. Hello, Evangel. How you doing? Okie dokie. So all of our spices are in there now. We've got the onions in there that are cooked. Next, we're going to go in with our chopped tomatoes. like so. Sort of felt a droplet of rain then. Or is it the tomato juice from that? It might be tomato juice. And then we'll mix that in. It looks very watery at the moment, but we're going to be putting the lentils into this. When we put the lentils in, they're going to soak up a hell of a lot of this liquid. Okay. Now in with the coconut milk. Minus all the jazz. Ooh, bloody hell. Ah! It's dripping all over the sodding place. Right, so you can go to the side. I've got it all down my flipping leg. No, it's not supposed to have rain today, but it looks a bit doom and gloom. I'm not going to lie. So mix in your coconut milk. Nearly said oil then. Mix in the coconut milk, making sure that that all gets dissolved. You don't want clumps of coconut milk in there. As it heats up as well, it will help it break down. And I know that it looks very watery. I know that, right? I have never made this before. I am just following somebody's recipe called Hilltop Recipes. Go check him out. He's really, really good. He seems quite clued up as to what he's doing. Probably more clued up than what he's doing than I am. I'm just a dude who has a go. That is as simply as it is. Now, I'm going to put in a bit of coriander now so that can cook through. Only a little bit. And he finished it off with some lemon juice, but I'm just going to put some lemon juice in. Just because, yeah, I can. I can do it my way. It's like the Dulux advert. I did it my way. And slowly, all of that coconut milk, the harder part of it, it'll break down as it heats. Once that's up to a boil, I'm going to be adding the lentils, which is here. Now, I've only ever cooked with lentils once, other than today, and it was a red Thai lentil curry, I'm sure. So, you know, like a red Thai curry, you'd put chicken in. This one had lentils in instead, and it was really, really nice. What else did it have in it? It had butternut squash, another thing that I've never really eaten before, and it's actually really, really nice. So this year, I'm going to grow some on my allotment, and I'll be eating some of the food that I grow, which will be pretty cool. From ground to table. Sort of heating up a little bit. I did a little bit of a litter pick a minute ago. In an area, I've been in here many times before, and I actually still managed to get a bag of rubbish. You know, even though I've picked in here before many, many times, it just seems like as the... Oh, I literally just felt rain again, I'm sure. Oh, well, if we get wet, we get wet. I've picked litter in here many times before, and it seems like when the leaves start to... After the winter's gone and the leaves are starting to deteriorate more, it exposes stuff that I haven't seen before, you know, that I didn't notice last time that I was in here. Right. Oh, that's looking so good now. Apart from them burnt onions. Damn it. Right, so in with the red lentils, wherever I put them. Probably need a spoon for this. Probably help. Oh my gosh, they've gone rock solid. I soaked them earlier on, you see. Not soaked them, sorry, rinsed them. I don't know why it says to rinse the lentils, but it said to do so. So I'm just going to break them back up because they're all a bit congealed at the moment. I don't want to put them in when they're in clumps. I don't know why I don't want to do that, but I just don't want to do that. Right, in with the red lentils, and they're going to soak up so much of this juice, this liquid. I bloody hope they are anyway, because if not, I'm going to be having an extremely sloppy curry, aren't I? It's going to be a curry soup. That bee's back again. I don't even know if you guys can see him. He keeps going down there where my bag is. I'm wondering if I've put my bag where his flipping house is. There's a bumblebee over there. I love bees, man. Bees are so cool. Something I learned the other day is bees will they'll warn you by bumping into you. If you get bees coming at you and they're bumping into you, they're kind of warning you to bugger off because they don't want to sting you. Because I'm sure instinctively they know they're going to die. What's up, Justin? How you doing? Sound as a pound here, mate. Just cooking a red lentil curry. How you doing? Once it comes up to a nice simmer, I'll pop the simmer ring on, and then this is going to probably take about 20 minutes. So I've got to figure out something to talk about for 20 minutes. What I might do is I might just actually hook you up to the selfie stick and take you for a little wander around this little bit of woodland. I'll show you how small it is as well. You don't need to go miles away to enjoy nature. I mean, hopefully you can hear the birds. Like, they're just chirping away. There's a couple of pigeons faffing around over there. There's squirrels down that way. There's a foxhole there as well. And it's a very, very small... There's actually a robin there, look. No, he's buggered off. Sod you then. Didn't want to talk to you anyway. Blackbird's kicking off. Right. Now, I'm wondering whether I've actually added too much liquid to this. That's good to hear, bro. I'm tired, man. I've been up all night researching the issue going on with the van. Oh, okay. A walk sounds nice. I did manage to get a few winks of sleep. Yeah, I mean, I think as you get older, it's difficult, man. Because it's hard to just shut off, isn't it? Sometimes. Is this going to overboil? Boil over, sorry. Or can I leave it like that, do you reckon? I'm going to be on the side of caution. I'm going to put the simmer ring on because I don't want to lose this. This exquisite meal I'm preparing in the woods. So yeah, I'm going to pop the simmer ring on. What this does is, oh God, that's quite heavy. It puts these side jets out and just allows one thing to be in the center. It kind of douses the flame a little bit. Yeah, so when you're older, the mind, it becomes clouded with all the stuff that you've got to do. That's why I escaped to the woods, because here I don't have to do jack shit. Excuse my language, but I don't have to do anything. There's no obligation other than this. This is the only thing I need to do here. Now, granted, I might have to leave to go sort the kids out, which are about 1.5 miles in that direction. So they're not that far away, you know, they're all right. They're sound. There's 2 of them that are old enough to look after the other 2, so we're cushy. But yeah, you know, this bee really likes my bag. I think he's going to try and come home with me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move my bag, right? And let me just hook you up to the side. I think I've got to take the battery pack off to do this. Bear with me. Hopefully I don't lose you. Oh, rotate it back. Okay, I am. Don't shout at me. Flipping phone's telling me what to do, man. Bloody technology. Just bear with me one sec. And we're back. Right, so I'm going to move my bag because this bee keeps going where my bag is. He's down here, look. I don't know if you can see him. Oh, shit. There, look. Maybe my bag was blocking him. Who knows? Anyway, let's take you for a little walk. That's going to take a couple of minutes, so yeah, we'll go for a little wander. I shall take you with me. So down here, I'm not going to go too close because I don't want to disturb it, but there's a fox den. Can you see that? See that dark patch around here? That's a fox den. I mean, I probably could go closer, but like I say, I don't want to bother them. They never bother me because obviously I'm here during the day. I did put a trail cam up and it got some footage of them in there wandering around and stuff. But it is a really small bit of woodland. Let me take you out of the... Oh, shit. Let me trip up while live because then I can't edit it out. I'll take you out of the woods and I'll literally show you. Oh, bloody thing. Let me just angle that better. There we go. Look, I'm literally just in a field. And this woodland here is literally in between two fields. It rarely gets used, although someone did kick over my little rock table that I made, which I was a bit annoyed about, but you know, it could be just some kids. They don't know better, do they? They've never had a slap. That's what it is. But yeah, there's like other bits of it as well. There's lots of holly bushes in here, so they're all like mega spiky. Loads of oaks, man. Check this flipping oak out. It's huge. Huge. Gotta love oak. Pine's all right. Oh, bloody hell. Flipping pothole there. And there's a bit more litter down here that I'm going to have to pick up. But it's very rarely used. I mean, you can see there that this is a track going in and out, but it's overgrown. People haven't been treading it down, you know, which is good. Yeah, there is a bit more rubbish over there as well, which I didn't notice before. So I'm going to have to come and gather all that up. It's like beer cans and tissue and stuff. The problem with tissue, though, is you don't know what someone's done, do you know what I mean? And I haven't brought any gloves with me. But yeah, it kind of goes round. There's a little path that goes this way. And you can then just join back onto the main path and holly bushes. I'll take my eye out. Yeah, like I say, it is really, really small, but it's out of the way because to get to it, you have to cross a field. This is the other side, and that's the woodland in the middle. So, yeah. Doing all right. We're doing all right. You just got to get outside every now and again, you know? It can be difficult. It can. But you've just got to make time. I mean, I can see my camp there. Well, I say camp, but it's not a camp. Here. It's good to hear from you, man. Well, it's good to hear from you too, dude. Nice one. Thanks for joining the live. Coming to say hello. I'm going to get back to my cook spot now anyway, if I can figure out the way around. And then I'm just going to stick you guys back on the tripod. And there you go, there's my red lentil curry that's cooking. Simmering away. It's going to take a while, but, you know, crikey, I've caught the sun on my cheeks. Look at that. That's what you get for being ginger, isn't it? Right, I'm going to stick you back on the old tripod. Enjoy your day, man. The curry looks tasty. I know I'm about to head to the van to test a couple of things. Wish me luck. Good luck, brother. Good luck, mate. All the luck in the world coming your way, dude. I hope your van sorts its ass out. Otherwise, give it a slap. Oh, what am I doing here? Yeah, if it doesn't sort itself out, just give it a slap, dude. Let's see if we're thickening up at all. No, not really. It's not thickening up all that well. It's a bit thicker, but no. It's just going to be one of them, isn't it? It's going to be one of them long, drawn-out ones. But I don't mind. I've got nowhere to be. Oldest daughter's cooking the dinner tonight. It maybe needed a bit more lentils in. I think I used about 100 grams of lentils. Now, what I could do, if it gets drastic, I could add more seasonings. I've got some more cumin, some more chili powder, and some more garam masala. That'd help thicken it up. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And for now, we just chill. Where's that bloody bee gone? It's probably gone under my bag again. So you don't have to go far. Like look, this is literally about 1.5 miles from my house. And I record all of my stuff on a phone. All of it on a phone, nice and easy, simple. No real sophisticated technology. I use a very, very simple editing tool. It's just, you know, it's good. It's all good. So I've been live for about 30 odd minutes now. That bee's back. He's very interested in what's going on over there, I think. Maybe he's a curry bee. Maybe he likes curry. I think I'm going to take the simmering off for a bit. Now that I'm back, I can control it a bit better. It'll just get the heat coming through it to help it evaporate and get it all thickened up quicker. So I call this place 11 Oaks because from where I'm sat, I can see 11 oak trees. Now there might be more in here, but I can see 11. So that is why it was called it. Pretty simple, really. Just looking at this is making me so hungry. And I really wish I'd brought a naan bread with me. I think we should taste it. I think we should taste what we've got, and then we'll know whether we can add any more, or whether we should add any more of anything. Chopper in the sky. Can't see me. I don't want any of the lentils because they're not cooked yet. It doesn't need anything else. That is very nice. It's got just enough spice. It's got just enough of everything. That's really good. This dude's recipe is good, man. Obviously, I use different chili flakes, but yeah, mighty fine. That bee's literally just chilling on one of the lids now. Oh, no, he's buggered off. Of course he did. Of course he buggers off. I'm not sure what's making him come over here. I'm not all that interested. I know that much. How much fuel is left in this one? Not a lot. So I'm going to fill the other one up all the way. Just chilling in the woods. Simple as that. I got a question for you though. Can you guys hear the birds? Because YouTube was doing something where they were having some sort of AI sound control or something, where it was stopping people from hearing outside noises. Now, when you sat in the woods, for me, you kind of need to hear the birds. You know, it's all part of being in nature, I think. What's your take on that? YouTube messing with audio. Let's keep moving that centerpiece because it's starting to stick in the middle. That's the only problem with the bioethanol fuel. The heat tends to stay in the center instead of dispersing around like a gas burner would. Gas burners send it outwards. This just goes upwards and then kind of fans out as it's hit it. Let me see if I can show you what I mean. It might make you understand a bit better. Like that, look. As it hits it, it kind of moves to the side and stuff. Oh. Oh. It's definitely thickening up now. Just got to keep moving that middle bit around. The lentils will be soaking up all of the liquid. This bee's back again, look. Oh, no, he's buggered off. Oh, shit, you know what I didn't put in? I didn't put the ginger and garlic in. What a tit. I need to fry that before I put it in. So, what I'm going to do is we're going to problem solve on the fly. That's going to go down there. I'm going to pop that in there. We need a bit of ghee. Only a little bit there. We don't need loads. Buzz off. Can't believe I forgot to put the flipping ginger and garlic in. And you know what? It actually tastes nice without it. Oh, I've just cracked the flipping thing now, look. It's all going very well, I have to say. Cook that ginger and garlic off. And then we'll get that put in. Fancy leaving that out like that. I don't know what I've got in my eye, but I'm not happy about it. A bit more ghee. It needs a bit more ghee. Let's put that simmering on there because that is quite an extreme flame. Fancy not remembering to put the flipping ground, the chopped ginger and garlic in the dish. What a tit. So give that a couple of seconds. It doesn't take all that long to release its flavour and that. We don't want to char it. It's strange how it actually tasted good though, you know? Even though it didn't have, I'd probably say, some of the main flavour profiles in it. Right. Now we're going to put, I thought I had a spare, yeah. We're now going to put the main dish back on the flame. So that needs to come up there, that needs to come up there. That needs to come off. Simmering on at the moment. Definitely needed the saute pan for this because it's just, there's so much food in front of this. I wouldn't have been able to fit it in the normal T25 fry pan. Definitely not. Right, so that's that in there now, like it should have been to begin with. And we'll just give that a good old mix. Making sure that it's evenly spread out. Now we remembered to actually put, like, you know, the main flavours in there. And we'll just let that simmer for a bit longer. Probably let the fuel just run down on it. There's no, I was going to set up a time lapse, but there's no real clouds anywhere, so can't really do one. You can't see the clouds moving, or it's just one constant sheet of cloud. Overcast, I believe it's called. Who knows? So I do accept challenges from subscribers. If you've got something that you'd like me to cook, then feel free to drop a comment in one of the videos and say, I want you to cook this. Doesn't matter what it is, but I might be able to figure out a way of doing it. but I can't do things that are baked, unfortunately. It just doesn't work outdoors for the setup that I've got with the Trangia stoves. Oh yeah, sticking it up nicely now. We're not far from it being thick enough, you know. I just need to make sure the lentils are actually cooked though, that's the thing. We'll let that do a bit more evaporating. Turn the other camera off for now because all it's doing is watching me simmer this. I don't need both of the cameras on at the moment. Just got to keep it stirring so that it doesn't burn those lentils on the hot part. This looks magnificent. Fancy not remembering to put the flipping garlic and ginger in there. It's almost there. It just needs to be a little bit thicker. It's so close, yet so far. Let's try one of the lentils now. Let's actually see where we're at. Where did you put that spoon? Because if the lentils are done, it's it's pretty much cushy, isn't it? That's going to be piping hot, isn't it? But if they're not cooked, they're going to taste chalky, which isn't the vibe I'm going for. They need a little bit longer. And fuel's just finished. They're pretty much done, right? But they're still a little bit gritty. So I need to swap out the burner again for the one that's got fuel in. Take the hot one out because we're not going to be adding fuel to that. Let's just move that out of the way actually, because it's going to stop us putting this in like that. And then take this off. Ooh, that's actually quite hot. That was a bit of a silly thing to do. We'll just get this lit. Get the fresh fuel in. Come on, you bugger. Nope. What's up, Air Creed? I am cooking a red lentil curry. It's nearly done, dude. But I've just had to swap out the fuel. Thank you for joining me, by the way. How are you doing today, buddy? Are you out on your little... It's not a canoe, is it? Is it a canoe? It's not a canoe. Can't remember what it is. It's a boat, isn't it? Is it? You just call it a boat? Right, that's that lit again. Let's get those prongs up, which are still flipping hot, so touching that was stupid again. It's almost done. It just needs a little bit more to thicken it up, and then it's going to be all good. kayaking. That's it. It's a kayak. So it is a sort of boat. I was half right. No, how come you're not out today? It sucks when you can't do the certain things, does it? You love a good curry. All right, well, I am going to share the recipe to this one. Or I might just link the guy in it whose recipe it is, although mine's a little bit different. So I'll probably get away with just uploading my own recipe because I just did things a little bit different. You were close, top cold. So we're literally just waiting for this to finish, thickening up. It is getting there. It's just got a little bit more, I think. I don't want it to be all runny and stuff. I want it to be a nice thick sauce. Maybe only 5 minutes, I reckon. Once the heat's cleaned up. Too cold. Oh, okay. It's actually really warm here today. 18 degrees. The sun's buggered off though. It's just like overcast now, but it's still retained its warmth. Yeah, it's not about being on the water when it's cold, mate, because when I used to work in Nottingham town centre, I used to cycle down the canal, and it's always that little bit colder near the water, isn't it? People don't get that. It is always that little bit colder. And if you're sat there getting wet as you're paddling, it's not ideal, is it? It's definitely not going to be what you want to be doing. Sorry, I'm just setting up the other camera because we're nearly finished now, so I'll start the time lapse with the other one. Ooh. I mean, by the time this is actually bloomed properly, we'll probably be finished. It would have just thickened itself up anyway. It's just a bit too runny, and I'm really fussy. I won't just let it go because I want to save time. It's got to be spot on. Isn't it? I'm the only one who's going to be eating it. The kids might try a bit later, but realistically, it's probably just me who's going to be eating it. Nice to come out when I'm at work. Kayaking on the board is not fun. I'm actually waiting for my new e-bike to arrive today. Oh, nice one. So everyone who's going to be watching this later on, go check out this dude's YouTube channel. He goes kayaking on water. It just looks absolutely amazing. Stunning scenery around him. It's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, e-bikes. Now, I have a bee in my bonnet about e-bikes. Now, I don't think. I think they're great, right? I think they're great in the respect that they get people that may not be able to cycle because of health problems to get into cycling. But yeah, nice one, dude. Yeah, spread the love, you know. People tend to watch these lives after because everyone's busy with family over the weekends and stuff. So, you know, I've had a couple of people in and out, but it seems to have dropped off because, you know, they're just it's just some ginger dude in the woods cooking a curry, talking to himself. But yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? Weekends are for family, man. See, I have my family all day, every day. So this is me winding down, so to speak, you know? Just a little bit of time. Like you when you're on your kayak, there's no obligations, you know? there's nothing to do that's important other than steer the kayak, and do that thing. This is the same here. There's nothing to do other than this. This is the only thing that matters right now. All the other worldly problems can bugger off. And it's just sad that I have to go home. Not because the kids are there, though. Not because they're there. Just because, yeah, it's just all the stuff that I have to do when I'm there. I'm obligated. I'm going to try and wrap this up at about 1 hour mark. It's not thickening up to the consistency that I wanted. So most of it's oozing off, it should be a bit thicker than that. Anyway, I've got all the time in the world, mate. What's up, Nicole? How you doing? Just nice to get out in nature. E-bike is more of a commute. Okay, dude, yeah, sweet. If you've got far to go, have a regular road bike. I like to pedal around. Okay, yeah, road bikes, yeah. See, I'm into mountain. Well, I was into mountain biking. I don't really do it anymore. It's just something that I kind of grew bored of. Mainly because I don't drive, so I can't really go to all these like switch places for mountain biking. But it don't matter. I found other things to do. I'm always busy. I've got 3 YouTube channels, an allotment, a dog, kids. It's just constant. I'm helping my uncle a lot at the moment as well. This is needs help with stuff. He's got breathing problems, COPD. But yeah, it is. It's just nice to get out, mate. And like you say, if it's too cold to do other stuff, cycling's a really good thing. Even with an e-bike, mate, as long as it's got pedals, it's going to be hard because those bikes are heavy. They are heavy, mate. They're built to be able to take the speeds as well. Now, the bee in my bonnet at the moment is the thing that I don't like about it is the kids riding them around on footpaths. I'll be out taking my dog for a walk. I have to yank my dog out of the way because these guys are like flipping doing wheelies down the road and stuff. They do wheelies coming towards me and I just stand there, I don't move. I'm like, you're going to hit me. You're going to hit me. Crack on, mate, whatever, Can't do shit. Have you got for a specific brand one, or is it one of the like, what would you call it, like the Timu ones, or is it like a branded e-bike? Yeah, they do make those Sauron things. They're just absolutely mental. I'm gonna check out the other channels. I have to hop off. Have a good rest of the day and the cool. Yeah, it's nearly done, mate. Yeah, kids riding my lunatics. They do, mate. So the other channels are, one's a gaming channel. It's called iStreaming Games. EYE Streaming Games. There's a picture of some dude with red eyes streaming. And the other one is Fermented World, which is my homebrew channel. I brew beer, mead, cider, wine, you name it, I will try and ferment it. Fermented World. That one's a lot older than these other ones here, but I think that's quite good. I'm going to say good. But yeah, nice one, dude. Thanks for stopping by. You take it easy, man. Why have I put the simmering on? I need it to be off the flames. Let's get the other one. Wherever it may be. God, that's going haywire. Sort your shit out. Nice one, yeah. Check it out, dude. Catch you in a bit. So, that is us pretty much done, guys and girls. I'm going to move the stove out of the way, and that can start cooling itself down. I'm going to get prepped up to receive this food. And so on and so forth. Let's sort the rice first, which has probably gone cold. The amount of time it's taken to actually get this sorted. But it won't matter. We'll mix it all together. It's going to be okay. The food is ready, and I am ready for the food. Nice stuff. It's probably a bit too much, but you know what? It's took so long. I don't care. I'm hungry. Probably spoon that in. Would be the best way forward. Clacking, some clinking. Oh, yes. Might have put a bit too much in there. But you know what? Like I said, I'm hungry. And if you're still there, Nicole, this is actually vegetarian. If you would like some, I could bring you some. It's got a reasonable amount of spice, but it's gorgeous. It was worth the wait. There it is. Done. I will scoff the crap out of this. I need to get a picture of it before I start devouring it. Thank you to everyone who joined me. Peace and love. You guys take it easy. I'm off, I'm going to eat this. Go back to the normal video. And I'll see you soon.